And welcome back. This is part 2, and we're going to be going over second assignment. Once again, my name is Alex, part of the group Titans in our Computer Science 471 class at California State University, Fullerton. And this video is going to be about an introductory Wireshark tutorial and why it's important and why HTTPS is important. So our assignment, which I'm going to kind of go over and also talk about the implications of it as we go on, is essentially this is just taking the program Wireshark for a test run. So right now I have Wireshark running, and right now it's actually capturing all packets of data that are on my, as you can see, my Wi-Fi connection right now. So there's tons of things you can do with Wireshark. It's a very robust, very in-depth analysis tool. Actually, well, it's actually a packet sniffer, but yes, analysis tool is actually more descriptive. So I don't know. Let's just see what happens when we go to any website while Wireshark is running. So as you can see, just seeing some web activity. It's recording it. There's actually a lot more going on this. Whoops. There's actually a lot more going on behind the scenes than you can actually see. But so anyways, the initial assignment was to install it, check it out, start running it, download a file, see if you can see the file's actual text through the packet, which you can. But as we got further along, you can actually start seeing why this Wireshark tool is good for testing if you're on a secure connection, and why HTTPS is so important. So what we're going to do is we're just going to do a quick little demo. So I'm going to go ahead and go to a site that I know does not have HTTPS, and you might actually recognize it from way back when. But we're actually going to go to angelfire.lycos.com. And as you can see, it's not a HTTPS. So what we're going to do is we're going to try to log in to our AngelFire account that we haven't actually made yet. So we're going to go ahead and log in. And I'm just going to go ahead and go new user as my username. And then my password is going to be a secret. I'm not going to tell you what it is, but I'm just going to type it in, and we're actually going to be able to see it in plain text using Wireshark. So I'm going to go ahead and log in, and what's going to happen is that transition from the login page to this one was actually a series of HTTP requests and posts and gets and a whole bunch of other stuff, including, as you go down the network hierarchy, of course you have your HTTP messages, you have your TCP segments, and then you have your IP datagrams, and then that goes over the link layer through your routers and all your IP engineering stuff, and then ends up basically going there and comes back. So what we're going to do is I did have Wireshark running this whole time, so we're going to go ahead and stop it, and we're actually going to look at the HTTP requests, or the protocols. So I'm just going to kind of show you really quick. So you can see it that there's all these, SSDP and HTTP, but I'm going to go ahead and just filter out just the HTTP. And what we're actually going to do is we're actually going to do Control F for find, and we're actually going to look up our user, see if we can find our username. So let's go new user, and we're going to see if anything pops up, which nothing did. So let's see here. Maybe it's a P word? Let's try that. No, that's not it. Let's try password. There it is. Okay. So this is actually what I used to let's try it again. This is actually what I used to that's actually what my password was. So let me just bring this up here. So as you can see, we are looking at the actual network. We're actually looking at the network framework of the entire connection that we just made. So this is the HTML. which is sent by the HTTP. This is the TCP segment, the IP datagram. This is the link layer, and then this is our actual physical layer, the actual wire that's sent over. So we can actually see through the HTTP, we can actually see the content within that packet, and you can see some other information as well. But the kind of scary thing is I mean, of course, yeah, this is actually the HTML that was contained within the HTTP message, and we can see that it was redirected because it was not a correct login. But you can see that my username, I typed a new user, right? And let me just minimize this. It was new user, and that was my password. This is my password right there. So that was actually the secret message that we used, or that I used to try to log in. So yeah, so that's a really quick analysis of what we did with our second assignment in Wireshark. Basically just capturing some packets, analyzing the data, and then realizing that, oops, that's just a whole screenshot, realizing that we can actually look at our we can actually find passwords for unprotected websites. So actually, let me go Control N. I think it's actually a different one. Okay. So yeah, I mean, you can actually see it in plain text right there. There's my password right there. So yeah, implications. I mean, yeah, if you want to test your network, make sure you're, or if you want to test your website, make sure you're on a secure website. You can, run Wireshark and see if anything pops up if you try to type in your password. Other implications are that HTTP is not as safe as we thought it was, and that you never know when somebody might be packet sniffing, so make sure you're on a secure website. Okay, that's all for now. Thank you so much.